What is up, YouTube? My name is Devin, aka Dev, and you're back with me for another video. If you're new, thank you. Welcome to my channel. I'm coming to you today with my Newbie Booktube Tag video. Now, this video apparently is very important for new booktubers on YouTube, and it's to engage the conversation. That being said, I don't have any book reviews on my channel yet, so here I am coming to you guys, introducing myself to you. I'm introducing myself to this community just to say hello, and that's what this video is, a hello to Booktube. Question number one, why did you start your channel? I started my channel because I don't think I have many people to engage in about my book habits and the things that I like to read. There's other conversations and thoughts that I love to have, and I've had with people on Booktube in comments before, but it's been about a year or two that I've been interested in reading again since high school. I'm 25, so it's been a while since high school, a couple years. Give or take a couple more years, in a world where people, we could talk about books. And I mean, as an adult, I talk about books with people. Shout out to Rose. She's a nurse who I work with at a hospital, for actually taking a book recommendation and really engaging me in conversation. I'd say she really made me want to start a booktube with just having those conversations at work about a book, This is the perfect time for me to start a booktube. For me, I need some kind of escapism. With COVID-19 going on and the pandemic, and me, I work in healthcare, it's already stressful enough going to work and having a mask on for 8 hours a day. And so personally, I think that this conversation that can be had every week online would be perfect for me in this world of Booktube. Would really kind of calm the anxiety that I have outside of work, or worrying about what's going on with the next person. Question number two, what are some fun, unique things that you can bring to Booktube? I think I'll bring a fresh face to Booktube. I don't really see many male booktubers. There's a couple of males in the Booktube sphere, but I personally haven't encountered another man of color in the field. And so I'm really interested in reading between the lines. I will call that out. Reading between the lines. If you're looking or listening right now, I'm interested in your next video. Just letting you know that right now. Representation for people of color in Booktube, I feel like it's there, but specifically there is not many. There's minimal men on Booktube, and there's minimal men of color on Booktube. Specifically, that margin of people, I've only found one or two, but I think that it's important that it's there. I am so excited that a place online that I want to join is a place where I am one of the first that I know of, or the first that I'm interested in to engage who I am. Like I said, I feel like I'm a fresh face. So I'm excited to have conversation with people like me, people who are not like me. I'm excited to have conversation with you as well. I'm excited to have conversation with basically all of you guys. I'm 2 videos up now, and I'm really excited. I got 70 something followers as of this video right now, and I can't even explain to you how that makes me feel. Like, I'm really just here to engage in the conversation and really to help others. I want to help people pick up books, to pick up a book that they haven't read and wouldn't have read if they didn't hear, that recommendation. Question number 3, what are you most excited for about this channel? The conversation that you guys engage in, well, I've engaged in on other booktubers' comments, makes me really excited. When you find a good book, you want to recommend the book to someone. That person may not get to the book. They may not speak on that book until like a year later. I do notice that whenever I do have conversations with people who don't read books, they may not get to that book. I'm happy to be in this safe book space online, because not only will I be able to recommend books to people like I did with Rose, but I'm able to do so of a platform that the person might get back to me next week. Like, I just read that book. It's so awesome. Thanks, Dev. Oh my God, you're awesome. Can't wait for your next thrill. I love that. I want to be able to recommend books and have conversations with you guys that it's quick, and so happy with this space right now. Why do I love reading? I touched on it already. Escapism. I just want to escape. I want to be off at a beach right now by myself, reading a book, sitting in the sun. Don't copyright me, Olivia Pope. I just there's something about a book. And you know, you might think, well, you're weird. You read thriller books and you're sitting there saying you like to escape. Well, what do you live vicariously through, like Edgar Allan Poe? No, it's not like that at all. It just, to me, you don't realize it at all, but if you watch teen dramas, why do you find that interesting? Why do you find a teen drama interesting? You find it interesting because it's so off the wall. A scandal occurs. You're thinking, okay, their life's a little bit more hectic than mine. My life's not so crazy compared to theirs. And so in that way, you're engaging in escapism as well, but you're just not reading a book like I am. I will say this, not all of Stephen King's books that I've read, and I bring Stephen King up because if you've been watching so far, I've got a mini collection. I like me some Stephen King, but not all of Stephen King's books that I've read, and I've realized this, are gruesome as people think they are. Yeah, he's got some off the wall shit. In the same sense, some of his books are just brilliant and just add to his big universe that he's created in a way that's just a tidbit of his brilliance. Just in case two of my friends are watching, I didn't finish it the first time. The book is huge. It's a lot going on, and it really, it sucks you in. And I love that about my thriller books. Thrillers. Question number 5. A book series that got you into reading. So back in the day, it wasn't all about thrills for me. Back in the day, it was all about something that was just whimsical, and it was quick and to the point, and I was just happy and enveloped in this little world. The books that I was reading back in the day were like The Giver by Lois Lowry, 5th grade, that was me. The Giver was a very, very emotional book for me, along with Esperanza Rising. I think those kind of books back then really made me feel some kind of way about humanity. They referenced things, you know. Communism is what I saw out of The Giver. I don't know if people see that out of The Giver. I saw it that way. I mean, the fact that only one person can feel and see emotion and tap into that was, it was weird to me. That felt like communism. Questions for your favorite booktuber. Jesse the Reader, would you like to have Boba tea and talk books? Comment below if it's Bubba or Boba. Bubble. Is it bubble tea or boba tea? Comment below, please. I need to know. Tea with Jesse the Reader. And talk books. Tea on books. Tea with Jesse the Reader and me. I think that'd be cool. Anyway, yeah. No, Jesse the Reader, he's the holy fucking grail of Booktube. He is the Tom Cruise of Booktube. I digress. Question number 7. Challenges with starting your channel to overcome. A challenge I need to overcome would be this right here. Talking to a camera is scary. I don't know why. I feel like I could sit here and personify this camera lens to thousands of people, but really I'm just feeling a little anxious because maybe one day, you know, I'm gonna look back and be nervous about these first videos, but that's just growth. However this video turns out, I'm gonna be happy with it because that's how I should feel, and the conversation should feel that way, and we're here. Moving on. Question number 8. When did you start reading? I started reading, I want to say 4th grade. For some odd reason, I first picked up Goosebumps, and it was just like, what? There's a new book, a new day. Every week there was a new book or a new chunk of books, and it was amazing. I used to love Goosebumps. And there was also another series that was, I can't think of the series. I'm gonna have to tag the book right here. It was literally like Missouri Madhouse was one of them, and each state had like a book, like Nebraska, Wyoming, each book had like a different theme, and it was, oh God, it was so awesome. But anyway, no, whatever that book is right here, that book series, I'm gonna just be like, wow, crap, I can't think of it. Where do you read? Anywhere. Anywhere. I read at the park. I read in bed, even though it's the most tiring thing in the world. You ever try to read in bed? You're sitting there like this, or you're like this, or you're like, but no matter how you read in bed, you're like, and then you start to lose consciousness. I've sat there and read, I have read a book in bed, and a chapter will go by, and I'm like, what did I just read? I'd have to literally go all the way back and read it again. Whew. What kind of books do you read? You already know what it is. Thriller, psychological horror, suspense, fucking... Did I forget one?
Thriller, psychological horror, suspense.
There has to be a justification for biting nails in a book for me. If I'm doing it, that book is worth something to me. That book might be worth a little bit more than the average Joe's pair of shoes or something. If I had to answer this question a few years ago, I probably would have said that fantasy or dystopian books were everything to me, honestly. Shout out to my sister for making me this dope cup, for real. And shout out to Madison, because she's in the comments. That's my girl. And she's gonna be making me some shirts. So I think I may have forgotten to ask the question in the video when I was filming about 20 minutes ago, but I'm in the car. But anyway, my question to you guys watching my video is, what books or content would you guys like to see on my channel? Anyways, yeah, leave a comment below if you have any interest of seeing any kind of books or challenges or any bookish content that you've seen on other people's channels that you'd like me to do. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.